besties, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have such a fun video put together for you guys today. I feel like I have just been falling off a lot with reading because I got in a book slump, and the book slump, when I'm telling you, the book slump grabbed me and dragged me down real bad. I didn't read for like a good 2 or 3 months, but I'm finally out of my reading slump, so that's great. I know I told you guys about it in like my last video. I was like, oh yeah, like this is like my TBR, hopefully I can stick to it. Didn't read a single book off there, not one. But today I thought it'd be fun if we did a few little like book things. I have a lot of book things to catch up on, meaning book content. I need to catch up on the bookmark podcast because I am way behind, but it's also a good thing now because that means I can binge all of my favorite booktubers and the podcast, so I'm really excited about that. I do want to do a little bit of reading in this video because I feel like I want to do a reading vlog, but I'm not ready to sit down and do a full-on reading vlog, so I'm gonna do like a little mini reading vlog in this. I think I'm gonna start a new book that I really have been wanting to start, and so that's very exciting. I do want to catch up on my book journals. Both of them not been done or updated in a very long time. I really want to get to those because I feel like I'm falling so behind. Since I am reading again, it's going to be hard to like go back and try to like catch up with everything that I'm already behind on and add in the new stuff. It's just this whole big thing, okay? It's a whole big thing. I'm also going to give you guys a little book haul of some of the stuff that I got. Yeah, but I am here. I'm back to stay. I feel so much better mentally. I feel like I am less stressed and I have better clarity and more focus now because I feel like I was struggling a little bit with trying to like come up with content and things like that, and it was just a very stressful process wanting to upload but not having anything to upload. Now I feel like I'm more in a calm energy that I am able to give you guys the best content ever, and I can only thank one person for that. It's Miss Magic Mind right here. This is my girl. I can't even begin to say how much I love this stuff. So let me tell you guys a little bit about Magic Mind. Magic Mind is a productivity elixir. It's very different from anything that I've seen out on the market. And what I really love about this is that it has matcha in it. If you guys do not know, I am a fanatic about matcha. I always need my matcha latte with my cold foam all the time, and I feel like this has kind of replaced it just a little bit just because of how many ways you can make it. You can make it cold, you can make it hot, you can literally take it as is right out of the little beautiful bottle, and basically this just helps boost your focus and your energy, which is something that I need because I usually feel like I don't have a lot of energy, and that is such a problem when you're trying to create content and just push out content. And I really love this because I have been able to boost my productivity all around and just have a clear clarity when it goes into creating content and focusing on what I really want to push my channel towards. What I really like about Magic Mind is they're very clear and focused about what they want you to know about their product and what it's going to do for you, and they stick true to that. As you use this, the benefits build daily until you're just very zen, you have energy, you're calm, and you're just doing great, okay? And it has a little bit of a sweet taste, which I absolutely love because I love me a little sweet treat. So I feel like this is a great nice little sweet treat right in the morning. Get your day started. If you guys are looking for more focus, less stress, and more energy, of course, you can use my code Marcia M20 to get 40% off your first subscription for the next 10 days. I will put the code on the screen for you guys, and I'll put the link in the description for you guys to try it out, and I really hope you guys give Magic Mind a shot because this stuff is literally magic in a bottle. Now I feel ready to tackle the day, so let's get into all this book stuff. I hope the lighting is okay. I am like where I'm sitting, I'm like facing away from the window. I'm like trying to block it out. These 3 books I got for my birthday. My mom got them for me, and I've really been wanting these. I actually picked them out and she got them for me. But the first book I got was Ricochet by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is the second book to the Addicted / Calloway sisters little series, and I got this because I really want to start Addicted to You, but I don't know what's taking me so long to start it. I just haven't started it yet. But I got this because like maybe if I have the second book, it'll push me to read the first one. It's always my logic when books that I haven't read yet. I'm like, if I get the second one in the series, it's gonna push me to read it. And then I just continue to buy the entire series without even starting it. So trying to stop that, but I got this one. The next book I got is The Cruel Prince. This is by Holly Black. I have seen everything about this book on my For You page, and I am so sick and tired of not reading it and seeing everybody else talk about it, and I have extreme FOMO right now. So I got it and I can't wait to start it. I actually did start it and it started off pretty good, but then I again was in a slump, so I never finished it. So I'm picking this up again soon because it did start off pretty interesting, and I do want to get to the second book. This lighting is horrible, isn't it? Second book I got is The Wicked King. This is the second book in the Cruel Prince trilogy. And I got this, again, because you guys already know my logic. If I have the second book, I might end up reading the first. But I have a feeling I'm really going to love The Cruel Prince, so getting the second book was just non-negotiable. I'm going to be reading this entire trilogy super fast. So I was like, let me get it. And I'm really excited because they say there's not a lot of romance and like smut in like the first one, but in the second one there should be, and I'm just here for the romance. I love a good romantasy, so I'm really hoping the romance hits. The next 3 books I got these from Target, and this is before buy 2 get 1 free, which is so upsetting because I got these before, like literally right before the sale happened. This book I got is The Housemaid is Watching by Freida McFadden. We all know I am obsessed with Freida McFadden and her psychological thrillers. Nothing compares to a Freida McFadden thriller for me. I was obsessed with The Housemaid. That's like the first book I ever read by her, and I love the second one. I already read this book. I have a few thoughts and opinions on it, but I'm still trying to collect my thoughts because I'm not fully soaked in and immersed into them yet. There's so much that happened in this book that I have to really think about. But I did think I rated it like a 3.25 on Goodreads. Next book I got was King of Sloth. This is by Anna Hong. I've been buying this series as it's been coming out. I've been obsessed with just the books, and I haven't even read them, which is so crazy to even say. When I went in there when I was looking at books, I was planning on getting this book because, like I said, I've been buying the books as they come out. But what caught my eye was that 2 of the books were just the normal book. There was no sticker or anything on it, except for, of course, the Target sticker. And then 2 of them had only at Target exclusive art. And I was like, what do you mean? Let me show you guys something so beautiful. Are you literally joking with me right now? I am so obsessed with this. I'm obsessed, to say the least. I'm so obsessed. And this is making me very excited to read this book. So I want to get through that whole series just to get to this book, because I have a feeling this is going to be my favorite book. It's just a 5-star prediction for me. And I've never read anything by Anna Hong, so I'm really hoping that this is like my 5-star read, and I really like this one the most. So we're gonna see. I'm so excited to start this. I don't know when I'm starting it, but I'm really excited. The next book I got is a dark romance. This will be the 3rd dark romance that I've ever read. I did read Haunting Adeline and Hunting Adeline, and I read both of those. Literally, it took me a week for both of those books. I ate it up. I loved it completely, but I'm not a dark romance girl. That's not like the typical genre that I lean towards. But I have a friend over on TikTok. I believe her name is Tiana. She reads dark romances a lot, and she loves them. And I saw this book, and I immediately thought of her because I remember she was reading it. I think she's reading like the 2nd book now, or maybe she's reading a different book. I'm not too sure. But I saw this book and I immediately thought of her, and I was like, wasn't she reading this? And I picked it up so fast because I was like, I want to try reading dark romance again. So maybe I'll make a video of me trying to read this book, because I don't know how I'm going to react because it's been such a while since I have read it. I don't know. I'm just yapping right now. But I'm so excited for this book. This is Her Soul to Take. This is by Harley Lorax. And I believe that she is the one who wrote the Losers series or something, and a lot of people really like that. So I also, if I like this book by her and I like her writing style and everything, I will pick that up, and I will be picking up the 2nd book of this, because I cannot read the 1st book and not read the 2nd book. I have to read the 2nd one if I read the 1st one. It's just reader logic. That is how it works. This next book, I picked this up from Ollie's, and I'm gonna be so honest, I haven't heard anything about this book at all. This is Beautiful Disasters by Jamie Maguire. It's actually soon to be a major motion picture, so that's so exciting. So I'm gonna read this before the movie or anything comes out, because I really want to get into it. This is not my typical romance book that I would pick up. I think this is more YA maybe, or it might be adult. I'm not too sure. But when I read the back of this book, I was like, this reminds me of something I would have read on Wattpad when I was in junior high. Yeah, so I really only picked this up for that reason. And it was only $3.99. If you guys are ever looking for cheap books and you have an Ollie's near you, usually have like some like newer books, and there's also some books by like authors that I've never heard of before, and just books that I've never heard of. So I definitely recommend checking out Ollie's, because they have really good deals and prices on their books. But I only got this because I was like, I want it for the nostalgia purposes of my Wattpad days, because I can't find anything good on Wattpad well, I don't even try to read on Wattpad, to be so honest, but I can't really find anything on Wattpad that I feel that I want to read recently. So I got this for nostalgic purposes, and when I'm in that mood of reminiscing of me staying up all night reading my little Wattpad romances, I will be picking this up and I will be reading it. The next 3 books I got are very new additions. These are the books that I did get for the Target buy 2 get 1 free. I'm still so mad that I bought 3 books before I knew about that, but at the same time, I love buying books, so I can't complain. So the first book I picked up was Ali Hazelwood's newest release, which is Not in Love. I've seen a lot of people talking about this book. I'm usually not an Ali Hazelwood avid. I don't go towards her books wanting to read them for some reason. The only book I read by her is Bride, and I loved it. I loved her writing style. I loved the banter between the characters. So when I saw this, I was like, I'm gonna give this one a try, because I do have another one of her books on my shelf. I have Check and Mate, but that's more of a YA, and I've heard that there's not a lot of romance in it. So I might be giving that book away, honestly, because I just don't find myself leaning towards reading it anytime soon just because there's not a lot of romance. But this one, just look at the cover. It just looks like there's romance in it. You know it's going to be romance. I think some people said this one is a little bit more steamy than most of her books, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm really excited to just jump back into her world because I really enjoyed writing in her banter, like I said. And also, something about Allie Hazelwood's books, they are the perfect floppiness. Do you see this? I love a floppy book. This is like, it's so floppy that it stays open. That is the perfect type of book in my opinion. Anyways, got this. Really excited to get into this world. Honestly, I kind of want to jump into it now, but at the same time, I don't want to. I'm very indecisive. The next two books I got I'm really excited about because literally everyone and their mothers on TikTok is raving about this book. On TikTok, on BookTube, on Bookstagram, everybody is loving it and I'm so excited to finally have it in my hands. I only have the first two books of the series, but it is the Boys of Tommen series. I got Binding 13. This is by Chloe Walsh. And I'm just so excited to start this book, but I'm also very nervous because it's a very highly loved book and if I don't like it, then I'm gonna be upset. I'm like, everybody loved it. Why don't I love it? I don't know if that's like a thing, but that's a me thing. Also, another good floppy book, but I don't think I'm gonna be reading this. I did see that they had these books on Kindle Unlimited, so I will be reading it on my Kindle because do you guys see this? You can barely see it. The words are so small and the pages are so thin. People were comparing it to Bible pages and I completely agree. It's literally like Bible pages. So I'm going to read it on my Kindle and if I really love it and if it is a 5-star like how everybody else is saying, I will go back and annotate from the annotations that I make on my Kindle. But this is the first book I got. I'm so excited to start this. I'm very nervous, but I think I'm really gonna like it. And while we're on the topic of Boys of Tommen, the last book I have is Keeping 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is the second book to, I believe it's Johnny and Shannon in these two books. This is the second book to their story and I'm really excited and I'm really nervous because I feel like I'm gonna get so emotional over these characters. I just have a feeling I'm gonna get so attached. And I haven't had a series of characters where I feel emotionally and super attached to them besides Magnolia Parks and the Daisy Hates like little universe. I haven't finished those. I'm actually on Magnolia Parks Long Way Home and I just like I'm attached to them but I'm not attached how I thought I would be, how everyone else is. So I'm really hoping that this is the series that does it for me and I'm so excited to start these. I'm a little nervous but I'm really excited and I have nothing else to say besides I'm really excited about these. So those are all the books I got let me be honest, I got all these while I was in a reading slump. I got all of them while I was in a reading slump, which is a little, because like you're in a reading slump, you're not even reading. But I'm really excited to start all of those. Well, the ones besides The Housemaid's Watching because I already started that one. Yeah, I'm really excited. If you guys do want to see like a dark romance like reading vlog, I will do that for Her Soul to Take. I feel like it'd be funny to see my reactions because I haven't read dark romance in a very long time, like a year and a half probably. And I think it'd be really exciting to just vlog that experience. And yeah, so that's the end for my little book haul. So now I'm thinking I kind of want to organize my bookshelf, but I'm not in the mood to organize it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm in the mood for. I think we're gonna work on the reading journal. Actually, I don't know what I want to do right now. I feel like I need to brainstorm how I want my bookshelf because I feel like I always revert back to like the same organizational way that I have it. So I kind of want to think about that for a moment. So I think we're gonna work on my reading journals because there's a lot to catch up on. Also, I don't know how much I'm gonna have to be able to do in like my like journal that like I draw in and stuff because my printer is not working and then the only other printer we have only has black ink. So I'm kind of fighting with my printer right now and I don't even want to get into it. I think I just have to buy a new one and exchange it or something. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start working on my reading journals and that should be really fun. You guys have never seen my reading journals, so I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of it. So I have two reading journals. I have this one from Clever Fox. They sent this one over to me. If you guys have seen this one on my TikTok, then you know about it already. This is more of a statistics taking like reading journal. I'm gonna show you guys really quick. It's very Gryffindor coded with like the tassels and everything, but it has like the index and like your ratings of a book. And if you guys want like more in depth of this book, it's on my TikTok. It has like the reading list, just a whole bunch of like statistic things. And then like you make an individual page for whatever book it is and then they have questions for you to answer, which this is the one that takes me the longest and I haven't even fully answered anything on these except for Divine Rivals. This one is like completely filled out, so that's fun. This is like initially what it would look like and it comes with stickers. And look at this, it came with a typewriter sticker and how perfect is that for Divine Rivals? I think that's so cute. But it's been a while since I have completely finished this. I was just going through putting the names and titles of books and like coloring in the thing. So I think I'm gonna finish that. I don't know if I'm gonna answer any questions because I probably won't remember anything, because unfortunately I read books and I will be like, oh, that's like my favorite book ever, and I won't remember anything. Imagine the books that I don't like. Definitely don't remember anything, but I'm gonna work on that because that is actually really fun, just writing in and learning. I don't know, I feel like you're learning more about your book a little bit like that, and thus things like that. So we're probably gonna go in, add in a whole bunch of books that are not added in, and this color in the little wheel. And then this book, I got this because I saw Sarah Carolee had it, and I love Sarah. Literally, if Sarah reads it, I read it. But she had this, and I thought this was like the cutest book ever, so I got the same one, and it just says Marcia Mariah Reading Journal. She's so cute. See, she's more of like a scrapbook type of vibe, and I have a lot of things to fill out. I don't think there's any books like on this list that I have done or anything for the series. Like the book tracker is not gonna get filled out. So those are my 2 reading journals, and then I just have like construction paper stuff to do little things with, and I have like gold flowers and just little flower stickers. But there's like stickers for my Kindle in here, but then there's just like the markers and stuff that I use, and like the washi tape and everything I use for the books. So that's really fun. So we're gonna get into that, and I think we're gonna start off with this reading journal because I think this is the easiest one to do. I just have to go on my Goodreads and write down the information and color in the things because I have no idea how I want to do this one. We're gonna go into some chill zen time and we're gonna work on this. And I think I'm gonna change my pants because I don't want to sit in my bed and be all comfy and have on jean shorts. It's not the comfiest. Okay, so I didn't start working my journals yet because I was letting my camera charge, but I just finished decorating my Kindle over on TikTok. I'm gonna show you guys because I think it's really cute. I have a little hairy like photo booth picture type thing. This sticker, okay, I'm gonna take off the case because with this pop socket you can't see it. It's so cute. And then it says professional bookworm on it with a little ghost. I thought that was very Harry coded. And then it says little like band-aid that says books, and then this cute little like cake sticker that says book lovers. And I just think she's so cute. There was a sticker that I got and it said she's got a book for every situation, which is just so me coded and also very Harry coded. And I wanted to put it on here, but it was just a little bit too big, so I couldn't. But I think she's so cute. If you guys do want any of these stickers, I'll link them in my Amazon storefront because I got them off Amazon and I love them. They came with so many cute ones. But the first book that I'm going to work on is the statistics one. So I'm going to do that bookmarked podcast while I work on my little reading journal. I stopped working on my reading journals because, to be so honest, I think the way I was sitting, my back just started hurting. I felt like an old lady. My hands are tired. I only have like 3 pages to go, so I'll probably work on that a little later. I still have no idea how I want to do my actual like scrapbooking book journal, so that's still to be determined. But while I ponder on that, we are going to fix my bookshelf because if you can't tell, she is all out of whack. There's a shelf that barely has any books on it. There's one where books are missing, books are not properly put together, and honestly some of my little placements from when I put my bookshelf up, it's just looking a little ugly. And then my shorter bookshelf, she's back here and I have no idea how I want to do her. Like she's just there, to be honest. She's just there. So what I'm gonna do now is remove all the books off the shelves and I'm just gonna put it back the way I want it to be. I think I'm gonna leave the thriller books at the bottom just because I like having them on the bottom. I like having them on the bottom and I always end up putting them back there, and I just think that that's the perfect spot for them. So we're gonna leave those there and just gonna get started and see where we go from here. I had to have a little Close to You by Gracie Abrams break. But I didn't even do much to the shelves. I'm gonna be so honest, I didn't do much to the shelves. The most I did was just rearrange a few things and it looks 10 times better. I didn't feel like taking everything off and completely redoing it. So I just switched up a little bit, and I think that's the best thing I could have did because I like the way some of my shelves are, like my fantasy and my favorite shelf. I love that, and I love my thriller shelf. I love this shelf, but I was getting kind of bored of it because it's been like that for the longest. So I just switched these around, especially since I got some new books. It's mainly just those 3 shelves, but I'll give you guys a little bookshelf tour. At the top, it's the same. That is my little favorite shelf, and then we move on to the fantasy shelf, and then this is the first romance shelf. It has just like all of like the romances that has a series is basically on this shelf, but not all of them, because I still have more series that need the other books to them. This is like my standalone romances and the other just like romances that are part of a series or trilogies that I don't fully have yet. This is leftover fantasy, and then just like extra books like my Colleen Hoover, A Little Life, Secret of History, dark romance, autobiography type shelf. It's kind of very random, but the colors go together so well, and I think it looks so cute. And then as always, the mystery and thriller shelf, looking absolutely fabulous. And then here, this is a little different. So my brother got this for me, and it's actually missing a drawer, but it's so fun. I can find another one, and I'm using this to hold all the stuff that I use in my book journals. So, and then this shelf just has my 2 reading journals, and then this is my recipe journal because I love to bake, and then that is my TBR jar. I need to get her together so we can start those TBR videos again. And this just has book tabs and bookmarks, and then those are extra bookmarks. These are like self-help poetry books and just like The Mockingjay and The Memory Librarian, just a few books that I didn't want to put on the big bookshelf. This holds all of my filming like equipment. So those are the shelves. I think they look really cute. Taylor bucket at top. I think I've gotten everything done that I really want to do today. I am now ready to just sit down, relax, and read a new book and listen to some music. So we're gonna pick out a new book to read. I have no idea what book I want to read. I'm gonna be so honest. I really want to start Binding 13. That's what's catching my eye at the moment. I have all these other books that I have not read yet, and the one I want to read is Binding 13. I find that absolutely crazy. I'm gonna keep it simple and easy and go with the romance since I am trying to get out of a reading slump. I'm gonna read Binding 13. It was very easy to decide. And I'm only deciding this because I do have Kindle Unlimited and those pages are really thin. So I'm gonna put it on my Kindle, and that is what we're gonna start reading. I'm actually really excited about that. That's so exciting. Okay, we're gonna start Binding 13. I'm only 2% into the first chapter. I'm only 2% in, and I already want to cry. I already want to cry for our female main character. This is a new record. I can't. Like almost done with the first chapter, but it's like when Shannon is talking about like her home life and everything, and oh my god, and like her going to school, and Matilda by Harry Styles is playing. You literally won't focus, but Matilda is playing, and he's like, you don't have to feel sorry for leaving and growing up, and I'm just like trying not to bawl my eyes out. I'm like, I feel like such a baby. well, but I've made it to chapter 4. I am 6% into the book, which is so crazy to think because of how long these chapters are. Like, I have 30 minutes left in this chapter. I am reading it pretty fast. It does say I have 19 hours left instead of 24. And my thoughts right now about this book is I'm really excited and really happy. I feel like there's so much that's gonna happen in this book and so much that I'm excited to read. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest, you guys saw me. I literally started tearing up in like the first chapter and a little bit of the second one. I was tearing up because I'm like, this is so sad, and I didn't expect myself to just immediately start tearing up learning like about Shannon in that short amount of time. And I can definitely say I feel like this is definitely gonna be a 5-star read. I'm liking the way things are going. I'm trying to see where chapter 4 is in the physical book. You're telling me I only read this much? I feel like I read so much more than this, but the words are so small. I'm really enjoying it though. I really think I'm gonna have an amazing time reading this book. I feel like this is gonna be a book that changes the trajectory of my life. As dramatic as that sounds, I feel like this book is just gonna be so much more than just a book to me, because I've been looking for a series that kind of like pulls at my heartstrings right at the beginning, and this book, Binding 13, is doing that. And that's so crazy because I really like Magnolia Parks. Well, it has pulled on my heartstrings, but it hasn't pulled on my heartstrings in the way that this book is doing, and I am just falling so in love. I'm in love with Shannon already. I feel for her so deeply. Like, I just want the best for her. I literally just met her. I just read like one chapter of Johnny, and I'm like, I love him. I don't even want to keep reading because then the book will be over, and then I'll have to read the next one, and then their story will be over. Thinking about that is making me sad already. What's going on? Like, I literally just started this, and I'm like, I just want nothing for the best, and I really hope that they have the best love story ever. Don't spoil anything for me. Let me go into this with oblivion. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Right now, I'm like, this is my new obsession. Literally, I probably will be talking about these books for the rest of my life. I can feel it. I don't even know what else to add or say. I'm just in love. That being said, I am gonna end the video here. I feel like I'm ending it off on a really good note because I am obsessed with the book, and I'd hate to end it off on a note where I'm like, with the book, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be all angry and stuff with the book. I'm closing this off, but I had so much fun spending time with you guys today. Thank you for coming along on this little ride. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been really fun to just spend the day with you doing nothing but bookish things, which is like my favorite thing ever. I love doing everything book related and just doing that all the time. It's currently 8:22 and I still have so much energy, so after dinner I'm probably just gonna stay up and read my book because I am just so focused on it. Literally, it's just consuming my mind at this point right now. Maybe because I already knew I was gonna go in liking it and I love the characters, but I am just so consumed in that and I just want to focus my time into that. And you guys can tell why I was so focused and energized with the book. It's probably because of Magic Mind, of course. So if you guys haven't checked them out yet, please click the link in the description and check them out. And remember, you can get your first subscription off for I cannot speak. Hello. You can get your first subscription at 48% off with my code, which will also be down in the bio. All my links are also down in the bio if you guys want to check that out. And if you guys want to check out my Goodreads, I do update my Goodreads as I'm reading. If you guys want to get daily updates as I am reading my book, check out my Goodreads, check out my Insta, check out my TikTok, because I'm going to be talking about it all on there. I can already feel because I have so much to say already. But yeah, I had so much fun with you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!